So what is the combo? Alright, they will get a lot of value, but oh man, how do you exactly work? I think we can punish it super hard. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today we have a very different way to play Control, and I'll tell you, nobody is prepared for this one, because the whole point of the deck is using Cosmic Rebirth at the end step of turn 3 to reanimate one of those juggernauts, and each one of them basically takes over the game, and your opponent is not prepared because he thought the board is empty. So that's the cool part about this deck. Then you can start playing a normal Control the game, and you can discard cards with Malcolm, Jace Reawakened, or you can just use Get Lost to kill your lockdown, and then you have a lockdown in the graveyard, which means Cosmic Rebirth becomes an instant speed lockdown, and nobody knows about it. Nobody expects a sweeper during their combat phase, and this will get you so many wins against Mono Red and Banners, which are the most popular deck of the format. And yeah, that's it. Let's go into the games and have some fun. Alright, we're going first. Let's set. We go Passage on turn 1, that's for sure, because we need green mana on turn 3. Especially with Jace, we should be able to, get there. Yep, Jace will probably be a big part of this game. Let's go green, then we go Coast, and I mean we chill. This will be a cycling card, we definitely don't need it against Dimir. Even if they're the aggressive version, they usually have a lot of 3-drops, so it's not worth it anymore. Alright then. So, let's go for the Lookout. Even if they kill or counter it, then we can get it back with Rebirth and start getting free value. I think this could be really good. Oh, Impulse? Oh, that's so bad for them. That means they cannot kill it at the end step. And that means that if they want to get rid of it, they need to spend their whole turn, because Cutdown won't hit it. Yep, they actually did. They actually did. This is an interesting one. I could go for Beza. I'm getting the card and the life, if I want to. I don't think we need to. I think the idea is that we Cosmic Rebirth the Lookout, and then get lost something, we get the value, and that's all we have to do. We can always take the fish. Against this kind of card, fish is insanely good. Because, like, if you play something, they force you to sacrifice a token. I think we are going for the fish. I'm not doing anything into open mana. We are still a control deck, so we should be fine. Perfect. Very nice draw. Alright, we attack with fish to send the message. And I mean, we will see. We can even make a treasure to make better plays. Yeah. I could do much more, but I don't think we are pressed to do it. I need them to tap. If they tap once to do something, then we punish them super hard. If we play into open mana, we just get countered, removed all the stuff, and every turn we have the Fountainport and they do not. They already found the answer for this one, but I think we still go for it. We basically got 2 extra creatures against cards like this, and it will... Man, they let us untap with this? Alright, that's great. So they will Demolition Field us on the end step, so maybe this is the moment to start doing, bigger stuff. We have enough mana for Rebirth at the end step, and we have enough mana to pay for all the Phantom interferences. They will probably go for 3 steps ahead with the kicker thing. Earthly Resurrected is amazing for us. Man, this is actually so good for me. So we are getting the card, and Jace is in the graveyard right now. Alright, good. Do I want Beza on top of this? This is a decent turn to cast Beza. We get the card, it's nice, and it provides so much pressure, and they are tapped. Yeah, let's go for it. I think we should be okay. Yeah, I want to start pressuring them, so the blade won't hit Beza anymore. So I think they kinda need to play a sweeper into this. Another Lookout is nice, we can get some extra crazy value with this. Like, even if you hit only lands, with Fountainports you can just translate them to, a value over time. So if you have like 5 cards extra, well... Alright, so what is the combo? Alright, they will get a lot of value, but they think it's game winning. Unfortunately, it won't do it. Oh man. Oh man. How do you exactly work? I think we can punish it super hard. Sacrifice 3 creatures. I'm pretty sure they can gift us this, drawing cards and, you know, all of this stuff. We could lock down, which is a nice counter. Yeah, let's just go for this. Just because after we cast it, we have all the options open, so we can tailor it, you know, in the best way. And now they are getting the drawback of this. I think they will try to gift us this. And let's start attacking. Well, no, we are on the defense, so we need to Beza to defend against their tie. Like 3 damage is better for them than for us 4 damage. Especially with this kind of deck that is super trying to pressure. So I want to get this extra lookout. So before we cast Get Lost, we can get some extra value. And we can even get lost our stuff to Cosmic Rebirth at instant speed. Alright. I mean, that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, that was one of the risks that I didn't want to do it. I think the gifting thing costs 4 mana, but I'm not sure if they will do it. 3 damage, sure, you got it. And let's see what the players... I think they have something else, but they're playing cautiously. Face down card? I have zero idea what this is. To be absolutely honest, I have no idea, man. Well, now, okay, that makes sense. See, I knew they have a way to gift something. So how do you exactly work? Okay, so we get... I mean, listen. I think you will have to sacrifice your whole board. That's why I wanted to have open mana for this turn. When you see this card, you know they have shenanigans. And I mean, this didn't go as they hoped. Even though the interaction is super cool, but now this will hurt. They need to discard 3 cards. Oh my god. We destroyed their whole game plan, man. Oh, they had Tishana. So they could do a little bit more. And I have a Tiffing Blade, alright? It's great. It's great. So we could go for Jace and start getting some extra. I really like this play. We can plot Wrenn. And we see what happens. We are in a really good position. They basically sacrifice, and that's why this kind of card is super risky. It's great, it's fun, but you get hit with a single Get Lost when you make your shenanigans, and oh boy, you are in for some trouble. So they lost the whole board, they lost half of their hand, and they only have 4 cards to win this game. They still might try to go for some plan, but they don't really have too much, you know, like power in those creatures. This is a 1/4. Ertai is and Tishana is probably their most aggressive creatures, basically. And we have another Get Lost for another, you know, of those things. How do you exactly work? Target permanents. Draw a card. So they want to get those 2 map tokens, which is super interesting. I mean, I can translate them to cards, so in a way they get 2 cards and we get 2 cards. So you know what? Maybe we are okay with it. Maybe we are okay with it. They don't use Demolition Field because the game is so... Oh. Okay. Oh, such a good draw for them. They basically got an extremely good card from something that basically doesn't give you normally cards, and the only cards that you can get from this is always 0 value, but not if you hit something like Mirex. Still, it's okay. I want them to kinda tap. They don't want this card, I think. Like, this hits absolutely nothing, right? And we will have to start going for our Planeswalkers. I mean, we have Jace, so our draws should be way better right now. And let's go for the Rebirth. I mean, we could get Beza. I actually didn't think about it, but man, Beza is great here. I will take it. Man, this is such a good value. And we like it, which helps a little bit as well. Alright, I could cycle this. Or just go for a free lookout, showing our opponent what we have. Yeah, if we want the value, we need to play all of the cards. So I need Wrenn, I need the land, and then I need to play Beza. They have 3 mana. So this feels like a counter spell, right? That's okay. That's okay. That was their last big play. Alright, I'm actually super happy. So they try to prevent the Beza draw, which is smart. So, do I go for the Lookout? Nah, I think we just try to draw a card. That's a good one. That's a good one. They can hit Jace once, we don't need to double spells. We just need to make it work like this. Also, we won't have enough mana. Alright. Man, we are fighting for this value from both sides. And they have the Falcon, don't forget, but we can kill it. Oh, this is a great target for Get Lost. This is amazing target for Get Lost. So if they do anything that uses this, well, I think that's the moment. They will use the map token, but they cannot kill Jace anyway. And we are getting extra value. And Alright, man, I worked 10 turns to get this amazing Shuffler experience. Alright, cool. Alright, Shuffler, you got your win. So they have another Falcon. This is also a Falcon, so they probably don't want 2 of them. They want, you know, the black thing, Greed's Gambit. Right, so they got the best case. They got an extra draw, basically. Let's start with this and see what happens. Was it a I thought it's a lockdown. Was this a bug or I just saw that? Man, I thought it's a lockdown. Have to draw a card, maybe. I think I have to kill this with Get Lost. Yeah, I think we do it now. I honestly think we are doing it now. We will play the war. This was such a problem for such a long time. And let's get rid of the Falcon. Yep, it was the Falcon. I think that's the only, you know, disguised creature they play. So right now they have no board pressure. They can go for the Fountainport finally. And can they go double mirror? Well, if they go Demolition Field, I think they lack 1 mana for Mirrex, right? They will tap 3, they will get 1, 3, and 2. Yep, exactly 1 mana short. And they are going for it. Good for them. With Beza we also get the treasure token, so it's nice. Because we have more Fountainports. Like, look at this. And all of those lands, how did I miss in 5 or 6 cards? Anyway, let's go for green maybe. Man, what a guy. This is like nothing went as it should, but we are hanging on. I think we will win this. I think with Jace and Beza we have enough value. It hurts that we lost Fountainport, because now their blade is a little bit better. They can make on me 1, so they can main phase Mirrex and then use map tokens. I mean, that's a really good draw. I'll be honest, this is a really good draw. Do we have enough to use it? Yep. So now the blade is absolutely doing nothing. Man, this is crazy. I probably, if I don't get the treasure, that means I misplayed. Oh, I got the treasure. I'm good at the game. Alright, we want to cycle it. This, even though they have some stuff, we definitely don't want to lock down all of this. We want better cards, like a shark. Man, we could actually just try to super pressure them, but then we don't have a fish token, so it's not worth it. We need to get rid of this card. Right, so the shark is for the next turn, and we can cycle the other draw, so we can get something that triggers shark. If we get like season or something, that will be such a, you know, strong value instantly that we will probably win the game. Oh, they want to double it. Alright, so now we know their full hand. But still, that hurts a little bit, not gonna lie. So they might double attack, see if we block with the fish, and then try to, you know, bait the blade, but they know that we see this card, so we are not falling for it. Double Mirrex will be a problem. Alright. And what is the mystery card? That's the biggest problem. Alright, we solved one of the oh, right. Now we sacrifice 2. Alright, makes sense. So now we don't create fish, because then we will lose it. This way at least we can negate one of the things. Alright, and they will get a better draw. We cannot get rid of the top card. This is okay for them, but they probably want to hit something meaningful from the top. Alright, they kinda whiff, to be honest. Here they don't need more mana, they only need, you know, value. And they're cracking it to increase the, you know, their draws, so it's not a basic land on top. Oh, and also to use the mana, I guess. Oh, Reef, a little bit more scary. Alright, we're fighting. We will trade against this. This way we get rid of basically 4 mana from them. Alright, and we fight. We fight. Let's draw a card. Man, what a battle. To be honest, No More Lies is not amazing draw here. But I mean, it's something in the worst case. We have to go for the shark. And that's kinda it. Alright, I need them to whiff. 2 cards. 2 random cards. They will play the Reef on this turn, and I mean, I hope not completely destroy us with those draws. Sure, right? What is the... They might go for the Blade here. Alright. What are the modes? Alright, so they want to draw a card. Good for them. And return this. Very good for them as well. Sorry, my voice. Oh my god. So they want to play the Rift so they can get more creatures for the future. I mean... I guess so, right? It will double trigger, so there's not much we can do. We can always protect it, but not against doubled Blade. So they're getting some insane card advantage over time. We can still block this, so we can kinda protect Jace until we get some better cards. Like, we have answers, and those Blades don't really do anything. So I think Season is a nice draw, because we can get rid of the Virtue if we want, and just make tokens, or just make more tokens, basically. Alright, and they're trying to prepare for the kill. Alright, they will probably start attacking them. It's good for them, because even though we trade, we need to pay a little bit of life, but mostly a lot of mana. Okay, Malcolm is a nice one. Let's get some more cards. Alright, better, way better. So we can start Midman, how many? Oh boy. No, I need those 3 cards. Like, I really need those 3 cards. Let's tap the correct mana. We have the treasure. Nah, I mean, this is good enough. This is good enough. Whatever we draw, it should be good. So we mill them for 3 cards. They're at 20 and we are doing 3 cards. Oh my god, this helps so much. This is better. This is so much better. I will keep it probably. I don't want to be obvious, but I kinda have to. So we could go for Wrenn or Shark. Shark is probably better. If we go Wrenn, we don't really get too much value here. I think we're winning with the we can also get back Jace. Alright, that's the best play. You know what? With this we actually can play more lands. Okay, I think Jace saved us, because this will give us such a crazy card advantage that I don't think they can beat it. And small Jace called for the big bro. I think with this we'll try to win. And what do you do? Mill 2 cards? Well, you don't want to do it. Then it transforms and it copies a creature, right? Of that spell. Man, this is so convoluted, but sure. There are milling cards, that's all I care about. Like, I think we can win the game on the next turn, even though they are drawing cards. They have counter spells, that's the problem. So we need to catch them when they have 0 mana, I think. Man, what a game! What a game! I think we should win this, but I'm not super sure. 11 cards. So how much royalty I have? 3, right? So they already are risking the game even with this Jace in the board. I think we'll cast Malcolm and block with it. It might force a reaction, so the most important part of the game right now is watching his mana. If he taps all of it, he loses the game. So I need to pressure him so hard that he taps all the mana during his turn. I think that's okay, right? So he draws cards, gains life. I don't think anything of this matters. It actually actively helps us. Right? And he's nearly milling himself. Like, he needs haste on those creatures, otherwise they do not matter. And he's tapping more and more mana, so this is exactly 3 steps ahead mana. I think he lost already. Like, that's too much, and all of this won't matter, so this doesn't do anything, and this doesn't do anything. Except helping us to win. And they know that we have the fish, so they should expect to not hit Jace. Man, at this point, even Jace at 1 loyalty is basically winning the game at this point. Alright, attackers, show me. I will have 2 mana after the Fountainport, but I think Malcolm is better. Simply because we want to be mana efficient right now. Because our opponent isn't. So for example, if this doesn't hit Jace, we already win. Yeah, I think, yeah. That's all. He has no more plays. I can just go for Get Lost. Which is even easier. And now he did... Man, I had a full extra Jace on top of this and we didn't even need it. Yep, that's it. 1 mana. He can use the map token and that's the end of the turn. I don't imagine there is a card for 1 mana that wins him the game right now. Yep, it's only map token. So, man, they milled themselves even more. Man, we can actually draw 3 cards with this. They're so low on the library. Oh man, I'm so happy we won this. And props to our opponent because this is magic. Like, how fun it is. Like, we went through all the decks, we battled all the decisions, and I'll tell you, man, if you put 2 different players in this game, the outcome will always be different. Which cannot be said for, you know, just 2 mono-red players being on the play. Alright, so we won the game with this. And, you know, let's show our opponent that we had more, shall we? Because I didn't want to risk that he has some weird card that I don't know about at instant speed that shuffles 1 card into the library. So I would play Lockdown to prevent the, you know, this kind of shenanigans killing us. Oh my god, my voice. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Alright, oh man, this is huge. Oh, this is the card. Man, if they tap, we're getting so much value. Oh, they won't tap, huh? Alright, let's lose Malcolm, shall we? I fully expect it to die. To be honest, maybe I should try to get a single hit with it when they tap out, but I don't really like this play. At least, now they cannot do anything about it. If they kill the shark, that means we have Cosmic Rebirth on shark at the end step, and they are not prepared for it. This will die to go for the throat, probably. Geeks. Alright. I mean, now we are cooking. We didn't draw a land, though. We didn't draw a land. So now we can try to negate this and start getting the value. Even though we don't have enough mana to use the artifacts, we can stack them. Yep, go for the throat. Oh. Oh. That's definitely different. Alright, so he cannot attack yet. Do I want Malcolm to start, you know, flipping stuff? Then I have to get lost. I will get the 4th land probably. So maybe I can get lost into Negate. Listen, I will try. I will try. I'm not sure if that's the best case, but I think it's decent. I mean, we have to kill Shelly. We have to. So we will take white mana here, and we don't need green. Oh. Sorry, if we're doing it like this, we can just go like this. It's better. It's kinda important because we want to attack with Shelly. Sorry, with Malcolm into Shelly. We have a land, but the wrong one. I think they will get the card, but it's okay. Okay, perfect, perfect. Alright, so I have Negate, so I can assume Malcolm survives. That means we are getting rid of this one. We go Fabled. That's why Fabled Passage is in the deck. Man, this is clutch. So I don't think we need more than 1 green. And let's go for white. I think the white is the play. Perfect. And now we can start using those tokens, and this is our extra value that wins the game. Because we trade card for card, but this is free. Alright. And we can always take back something. When you start falling... Oh, no, not the bot, please. Please. Alright, thank you. Thank you. To be honest, this is a good call, because if you have removal but does absolutely nothing, but I guess if you have removal, Geeks also doesn't do anything, so in that. Huh. I mean, we are blocking it, but with what? I think with the big token, even though we lose more here, this one can be hit by cut down, and our opponent already has shown that he plays cut downs. So this is the moment to block. Oh, sorry, no. This is the moment to not play removal, because he wants to see double block first. I really think he has double block. So he will kill the shark, and then this dies. Oh man, this will hurt. I could also go for one creature and just keep the shark. Alright, I changed it because I think that he has it. It felt like he has it. Alright, and with this I can get more tokens, so in a way I'm not losing too much value. So this was good play for them. I think they had removal. And if they let us untap, they risk more tokens, so probably we will see if they had removal. Oh, we would get geeks. So I think but see, he had the cut down. So if I double blocked, it would be better. But I still have good value with Starfall Invocation, so I'm not super scared. Alright, guys. First we attack and we see what we get. Malcolm, you need to get me out of this trouble. Starfall Invocation, not a bad card. Not a bad card. So sure that from the top is like the only thing I'm scared about right now. I cannot go lower than their cards. So I honestly think... Oh, Malcolm. Oh, Malcolm. We need to do it now. I could get back the Malcolm, but giving them one extra card, is it even worth it? Oh, I will regret it so much. But Malcolm, this is such a fun card. I really like Malcolm. It's one of my favorite, let's say tempo blue cards. If it dies, it's still okay because they drew a card. So that was their extra though. So this is actually okay. So I could get, but I cannot tap on this turn. So we can pretend that we didn't draw anything. 4, 6, yep, they can do it with the next turn. I have some cycling in the deck, so I will keep it. Well, maybe I want to empty my hand. Yep, that's why we needed to get rid of this. We don't have Get Lost right now, so, it's risky. Oh, I should have played it last turn. And I made some calls that didn't end, as a winning play. So we get the treasure as well, which is super cool. And we get the card. It's worth it. It's worth it. Whenever you get the card from Beza, it kinda cycles itself, so you already got good value. And they need removal for it, because 4 damage is a lot. Like, it's not like they can ignore it. Even if they go another Virtue, which is their best play, just name it. Just name it. See, the treasure from Beza was a pretty big deal. And now they won't draw more. Thank you. Oh, I still... Oh, I forgot. I had the chance to get the green mana. I just didn't go for it. Alright, it's fine. We will fix it at some point. We'll fix it. But yeah, when I cracked Fable, I never thought about Wrenn. Maybe I should. I was just scared to survive, man. Are you serious? 3 Virtues on 18 mana. I will definitely just draw Get Lost from the top, right? Right? And this is insane. I need to go ultra tempo right now, because I'm not winning the long game. Are you serious? What are the chances this happened? Shelly. Because they are low on life. And we need to draw removal. We need to kill Sharded. They need to whiff and win. That's the plan. Because when they get triple Virtue, like, this is insane. Like, come on. Good. You deserve it. So, yep. We didn't draw the thing. Now we need to hit... Wow. Well, and this is how the games are decided right now. With this we kinda lost, right? I will play it out, but we lost on this turn. Man, double Virtue was already insanely good for them. And we prepared to protect against it. But third, like, there is no way you are playing around the third Virtue. Oh my god, also instantly, like, they didn't even need to wait for it. So yeah, I think with this we absolutely lost. There's no way to recover from this. We had control over the game until this moment. And good draws always win. Wow. And I'm getting 3 lands from the top. Well, at this point, I hope you enjoyed the game. To be honest, I think we were ahead. Thank you, Liliana. I think we're ahead. I think we should win this game, but Shuffler decided otherwise. Alright, opponent goes first. Opponent goes first. Let's set. We Fabled Passage on green mana, probably, and then go with the coast. Oh, we definitely crack it for green mana. Man, Lookout is one of my favorite cards. I want to see it more in meta. An absolutely brutal duress, but thankfully we only have Lockdown, and this is not the card for the matchup. They missed. Even though they went 1-for-1, they are not happy with this trade. And still they've seen Malcolm. So that's unfortunate. We would get the card with this instantly, and we would break their 2 turns basically. But you know, oh, second Malcolm. Well, that can catch them off surprise. So they cannot really play anything unless they have a cut down, then they can play a 2-drop. If they have Go for the Throat, they can play 1-drop. They know what's coming, and they don't like it. They don't like it. So I wouldn't be surprised if they pass the turn and kill Malcolm at the end step. I think that's their play. This can cast spells for free, right? Discarded one. Wow! This is a brave one.
Enough with the mysteries.
A very interesting play. So I need to decide which 3-drop I'm playing on the next turn. But you know what? I think we don't have time for second Malcolm. They know that we will hit. They know about it, and they know that, oh boy, this, oh, if that went through, I cannot target anything. So they can get rid of Liliana if they decide to. I think we are going with the Shark. Lookout is a bit better on attacking, but we don't have any crime targets right now. Let's go like this. We still will go for Liliana. That's a very interesting play by them. They knew we have to do it, so we don't get... Thank you, Liliana. We don't do any extra value with Malcolm. They play the land, so they need more. Alright? I mean, that kills Liliana. That's why I made this play. Because even if they go for it, I mean, they traded Eclipse for Malcolm, and they traded Liliana for the other thing. So in the end, we are okay. And let's play Jace to win this game. Super easy. Let's start exiling cards and playing them for free. Alright. And our opponent only has 2 cards against 2 Planeswalkers. They know we have Beza, so we probably will get a card at some point. I think we have more value. I don't think they can beat it. They probably don't have interaction against Planeswalkers. It's like only Bitter Triumph 1 in the whole deck. Or maybe they just are an Edict player and they drew it already. Alright then. Alright then. So, do I go with the Lookout? Beza is not great here. I think we start with this and we see what the card is. I could attack, but it's not worth it. We just want 3 lands every single time. You know what? Sure. Oh, definitely not the draw of my dreams. Man, we have so many permanents, but it's always 3 lands. Alright. So let's go for the Lookout then. It's fine. So we want to cast Beza when they have 1 or 2 cards and we have 0. That's the play. Here come the virtues, so we probably want to start being aggressive. Let's go for the forest. Do I go Beza? Do I go Beza for faster Leafa? I think we do. They don't know about the second one. The value we are getting is not super incredible because we are ahead in literally everything. They need to answer Wrenn. Yep. So even though they had the perfect card to answer the Planeswalker, they still needed another one for another Planeswalker. And yeah, man, this was hard game. So, it's about time to talk about the deck, and I mean, this deck is very, very different. And when you play it, it feels completely different than a control deck, even though it has a lot of tools that control decks use. So before we go into the, the nitty-gritties of the deck, I want to say a huge thank you for all the Patreon members. Thank you guys so much for your support. I hope you are enjoying the channel and the content every single day. And if you want to join our elite guards of Patreon members, check out the, the link in the description. You might find something you like there. So yeah, what about the deck? Honestly, I felt that it has way lower value than the other control decks, but your plays in the mid game are so much more powerful. Especially the Seedshark, I actually increased in the end value. I wasn't sure if that's 2 or 3, but this is one of the best ways to get Cosmic Rebirth, because not only you get a very strong creature at the end step, but the fact that you instantly untap all the mana, you have 4 mana, so you can probably play like Get Lost into Normalize or double Get Lost, whatever. That means you instantly get 2 extra creatures, so basically you get a 4/4 in stats just by untapping it. So I think this is the best payout. The Lookout is probably the second one, because with all the lands, even though, having lands is not always just winning the game, but with Fountainport, if you have so much more mana than your opponent, it translates into extra cards forever, and at some point they just cannot keep up. I really wanted still a single Jace in the deck, even though it doesn't synergize, but first, you can get it from the graveyard, so even it costs 4 mana, you basically can make 5 Jaces out of this. If they don't have exile effects, you have 5 Jace in the deck by spending 1 slot. So I think this is one of the insane upsides, that if you want to go for a tempo game, you have just creatures, and you just reanimate stuff normally. But if you are going for the supreme late game, all you need is 1 Jace, mill it, reanimate it, mill it, reanimate, and you can mill like 70 cards probably with those if you use all the Cosmic Rebirths. On top of this, don't forget they gain life, so not only you get this insane tempo play that nobody is prepared for, but you also gain life, which really helps you against all the red decks. For some reason I didn't see red decks today, and you know what? I ain't complaining, alright? This is how I like my Magic. Especially the first game that you have seen, it was so glorious. I just love playing games like this. And it was super cool build that I personally was considering. So yeah, you can tell me in the comments if you want me to try this. But on the deck, I don't think it's on the power level of like a Zorus control, because that's the most like meta control right now. I think, you can have dicey draws. Even though I try to build the mana base, legit. Sometimes I've noticed that it's hard to cast Wrenn and Realmbreaker with the second green. I usually have 1 green. However, you can always buffer it with Jace Reawakened. You have seen it in the video. So even if you miss, you can still play it, or you can just discard it to anything and use Cosmic Rebirth to play it. So it's not a big deal, but something I've noticed. With 3-color decks, you have those kind of issues. I've noticed from the last decks. However, I like the deck. I don't think it's the most powerful control, but it's definitely something that plays completely different. So if you want, a fresh take on control, this could be something for you. And Cosmic Rebirth is uncommon, so you can just, craft 4, put any 3 drops that you have and see how you like it, and tailor it. So yeah, honestly, Malcolm maybe wasn't the best idea. I really like the card. It did a lot of work, but maybe we have something with more value, maybe even Jace, I'm not sure. The point is, it's very hard to build the Cosmic Rebirth decks because it is 3 mana cost, and you already have 4 slots taken, and the best reward for this card is always 3 drops. So you are incentivized to stack your deck with 3 drops, which ends like this every single time. But this is the best value you can get. So I mean, this is the type of the archetype, I guess, that we have to make. But it looks a bit weird, but that's the only way you can build it in a meaningful way. So yeah. That's kinda it for today. I hope you enjoyed this absolutely chaotic explanation, and thank you guys for watching. As always, I really do appreciate you, and thank you for sticking with the channel. It means a lot to me, and yeah, see you guys tomorrow.